Well, for more, we can talk to Sally Fahrat, who's covering this story for us today from Beirut. Sally, first of all, what can you tell us about these protests today? How big are they? How do they compare to the kind of mass protests we saw last year?
So the protests today are still not as big as yesterday's protests, but we are expecting more people to join later today, and we're expecting a bigger number of protesters during nighttime. So these protests, especially yesterday night, the scene we saw on the streets, the number of people on the streets takes us back directly to October 17 in particular. So we saw a lot of people. This time, however, with more devastation instead of hope in comparison to October 17 in particular. We're talking about devastation because clearly the devaluation of the lira means that people are losing their basic need and their right to purchase. And we're talking about a difference in the minimum wage between a year ago and now. So last year, the minimum wage was approximately equivalent to $450 per month. The same amount, the minimum wage remains as is, but the lira today is equivalent to $67 a month. So we're talking about a decrease in the minimum wage, which means so many people have lost their ability to purchase. So yes, we saw so many people yesterday. We're expecting to see so many people today, but there is difference between the scene we saw yesterday and the ones we saw in 2019 in terms of hope, at least.
It is worth saying as well, Sally, that currency issues aren't the only things that are bringing Lebanese people out into the streets at the moment. There's still anger over that blast in the port of Beirut last summer. Lots of anger about corruption as well. Tell us a bit how Lebanon's political leaders have been responding to this kind of criticism.
So as you were saying, yes, the problem isn't only in the currency, but also in the fact that we're not having, or people are not having any response from political leaders. We're seeing people losing their basic rights to access their needs, but yet the response isn't there, basically. So there is no hope of a formation of the cabinet anytime soon. This means that there's political instability, and this political instability is expected to continue more because there's clearly no hope at all for a formation anytime soon.
All right, Sally Fahrat reporting for us there from Beirut as we continue to monitor that second day of protest. Thank you very much indeed.